Hey everybody, this is Street Monk saying hello. Today I was gonna continue on what's going on in the world today, most especially here in our nation. And some of you may already know, but for those who don't, I'll see if I could try to summarize a little bit um, of my understanding of what's going on in today's world, especially in our nation. Um, in fact, I think socialism and communism is has run amok in our nation. It's the people are exposed, and they've worked their way through the democratic system, through the Democrats themselves, and they use fear and intimidation, as we've seen. For those who follow the real news, not the fake news, they use all sorts of scare tactics against others who speak out against them. They'll dox them is another new word they use. They'll feed information about your family if you are against them, even your address, stuff like that. They use any means possible to disrupt people's lives through this chaos they invoke. Anyways, back in 1877, we had a socialist labor movement of some sort here in the United States. Around 1912, we had communism um, in our world. That began and started up in Russia. It's now found in China, North Korea, infiltrated parts of South South America as well. What is socialism, communism? Basically, what that is that you give up all your rights, a lot of your liberties, most of your liberties, and most of your rights, and you allow for a few to dictate what you eat, what you should think, what you should say. They dictate every areas of your life, and a lot of times you won't be able to own anything. The state will own all your possessions and will dictate how much you can have and what you can have. So it's an enslavement of some sort. Um, it's communism. So, anyways, it's been around even in our Catholic Church. They've infiltrated our Curia and the Vatican, but we see them more in towards the homosexual agenda and definitely seeking power. They're all up in the leadership, up in cardinals, and our Holy Father right now. Well, I shouldn't say holy, but our Pope Francis is working alongside with them. Also, he's promoting this new world order, which tends to want to dominate the world as we know it. And they come across as really nice people, good people, wanting to do the right thing, but behind all that is really they want to control all peoples. It's going to be a dictatorship, a totalitarianism. It's going to come about. They want to enslave all of us if we allow them to do so. So I ask all the good people of the world and our nation to pray, fast, stay strong, get good politicians, and pray that our politicians become strong when they need to and not spineless or weak. And because it's hard times, it's coming, it's here in the United States. So are we going to stand up against evil, or are we going to fight for what is good? I say we fight for what is good, continue praying, keeping God in our nation, and let's fight communism. And like I said, communism is here, and it's infiltrated deep into our government. We're seeing bits and pieces of it already. The use here, of course, to control people. Islam's behind this. That's why you got the wearing of the mask. All the women are like the slaves to them, their wives, and they're all covered up. In other words, you're not to say anything. You're not to be anyone. That's why they cover them up, because they are nobody in their eyes, and they're trying to do that to us as well, covering us up as well, especially with a mask. What does that tell you? That they cover your mouth. They want to hear nothing from you. So communism walks hand in hand with China, North Korea. They say Iran is behind all this. I don't see much of Iran, but a lot of Muslims do hate Iran, so they maybe do something wrong. The church is walking along with them as well. It's tough times. It's a time for martyrship for some. It's time for prayer for others, and for us to speak out. Those who can speak out, let us speak out loud and clear. We have a big fight against us, big techs against us, Google, YouTube, Twitter, all these people.